The footwork was the issue, the mentality was the issue, everything was the issue. I thought I was seeing the man who has the face of AJ, but has a completely different inside. I mean,
Alexander Usyk was disappointed in Anthony Joshua's performance against Daniel Dubois and called him an amateur. Daniel Dubois dominated Anthony Joshua on Saturday and gave him a boxing lesson. Many were shocked as AJ was the favorite to win and become a three-time world heavyweight champion. However, Dubois had other plans and proved everyone wrong with his tremendous power and aggression, of which AJ had no answer for. Many criticized the way AJ fought with his hands down and his chin up, which was a tailor-made target for any boxer in the world to hit. The unified heavyweight champion Alexander also thought that AJ's footwork wasn't of someone who has been on the top of boxing for so long now. He stated, "I'm not shocked because this is boxing. Daniel Dubois today was better. When you step back like this, leaning back, it's dangerous," said Usyk about how Joshua was hurt by leaning back against Dubois. "When I beat Joshua a second time, I don't know what's next." Dubois was coming forward the entire fight, throwing hard jabs and looking to tag Joshua with right hands. In the first round, Dubois connected with a right hand, catching Joshua leaning, and put him down on the canvas. Joshua appeared to never recover from that knockdown. Usyk's promoter Alex Krassyuk was also in disbelief, as he couldn't believe that some of AJ's caliber could make such basic boxing mistakes. Alex said, "I thought I was seeing a man with the face of AJ, but it was completely different inside. He didn't look the way we expected him to look. Did you see his right hand? It was all the way on his chest, so his chin was up. It was like a fairy tale for any boxer, not just for Dubois." Terence Crawford also said that AJ got overconfident when he got a good shot in the 5th round and compromised his defense, which resulted in his ultimate demise. Terence said, "It was a great fight. I think Joshua got overconfident. He hurt him with a shot and went for the kill, but he forgot about his defense and forgot about the fundamentals." Crawford said that Dubois was the better man on the fight night. He continued, "I always stated that the better man was going to win today, and Dubois was the better man. He came to fight. You could see it in his eyes that he was not leaving the ring without that victory." However, Tyson Fury said that this sort of thing happens in the heavyweight division of boxing, where a good right hand can be so devastating for you.
Yes, Tyson. It's heavyweight boxing, boys. It happens. You get knocked spark out. It could have been me, it could have been you, it could have been anybody. In the heavyweight division, it's what happens. One punch away from being smashed, knocked out.
Tyson Fury further said that age caught up to Anthony Joshua. He further stated, "I thought it was a 50-50 fight. Dubois is a lot younger. He's 27 years old. Joshua is 35, the same age as me. Age doesn't wait for anybody. You get hit with those punches. You don't see many heavyweights get hit, get knocked down, get back up, and continue on." Fury also applauded Dubois' performance. He stated, "Heat Dubois did a fantastic job. He did a very good job, and fair play to young Dan. Everybody wrote him off, you know. Coming here, he was the world champion, and everyone chatted like he was bum, and he showed what he's made of, and it's very good for him. Fantastic. Fair play." Fury also laid out his plan of defeating Alexander Usyk, and then Daniel Dubois to claim back the titles that he says he shouldn't have ever lost. Fury said, "I've got to fight my man, the Rabbit. I'm going to take all my belts back once again, I guarantee you. After I fight Usyk in December and beat him, I'll bring all the belts back that I shouldn't have never had lost. Then I'll fight Dubois and take that off him as well. That's my plan." But Eddie Hearn revealed that Anthony Joshua has a rematch clause to force a second fight against IBF heavyweight champion Daniel Dubois. Hearn didn't say whether Joshua will activate the rematch clause immediately or later. Joshua will need to consider this decision carefully because he did not look, getting knocked down repeatedly in the short 5-round fight. Eddie said, "Yeah, I'm sure he'll exercise that rematch clause. I think that's a given, but he'll need a rest. It's a dangerous fight. This guy is growing in confidence all the time, but he'll believe he can hurt Dubois. He'll believe he can beat him, but full credit to Daniel Dubois. He deserves all the credit. It was a great performance from Daniel." Eddie said AJ made some mistakes during the fight, but even considering those, he still could have won the fight.
Even when he didn't have his legs, he was trying to land the right hand and he was trying to find a way back in the fight. And remarkably, as bad as he performed tonight, or as many as mistakes that he made, he still could have won the fight. You know, 4th round he hurt Dubois, 5th round Dubois' legs buckled, and at that point I think this is going to be one of the greatest comebacks I've ever seen. But walked on to a crushing right hand, and unfortunately there was no getting up from the last one.
AJ's trainer Ben Davison was new to working with Anthony Joshua, but it looks like they will work together most certainly again next up. Ben said that they have to back up Joshua during such performances. He stated, "Me and my team have received a hell of a lot of credit for good performances he's had, so it's important we take responsibility for the bad performance as well." Lennox Lewis said that AJ coming out with his chin up was a huge mistake made by him during the fight. Lennox explained how a visible chin for a power-heavy puncher Dubois is a match made in heaven. He stated, "AJ did come out even with his chin a little bit, and I was like, you need to put that chin down because against a right-handed boxer where he's been throwing right hands and knocking out people all the time, you are opening the door by keeping that chin up." So I know Daniel Dubois was looking at him and was saying, "Okay, there's that chin for me, let me throw that right hand." Lewis was very impressed by Dubois' performance and attitude. He further stated, "I was very impressed with the way how he came out into the fight. He was positive, he was focused, he was ready. He knew he wanted to go in there and do damage. He said he is the king, he is the next king, and he is the king right now. Champion. Champion right now. Great fight. Really impressed. He did the work. Congratulations to the champ." When asked if he thinks it's the end of AJ, Lennox said, "I don't think it's the end for AJ. Nobody really wants to retire on a loss, so he may come back." Former world champion Carl Frampton said that AJ versus Dubois was the best fight he had ever seen. He stated, "Yeah, he will be, manifesting undisputed heavyweight champion. He's an improving fighter, and he just done an absolute demolition job on AJ, who everybody had talked about how much he had been improving under Ben Davison. I mean, the whole event was spectacular. I mean, that was the best fight I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like it." Carl Froch believed that AJ was not looking great from the moment he made his entrance. Froch compared both AJ's and Daniel's Dubois and said that Daniel was hungry to win. He stated, "Anthony Joshua got absolutely battered from pillar to post. Anthony Joshua walked to the ring and he looked nervous. He didn't look confident. I didn't like the look in his eyes. He was swallowing and he was walking slowly and he just looked nervous." Daniel Dubois was smiling. Daniel Dubois was enjoying himself. "From the off, I just thought, hang on a minute, I feel in the air coming tonight. I can see an upset coming." The difference for me was, Dubois was a young, hungry lion. Michael Bisping was in shock while watching this fight. He said Dubois is one of the biggest names in boxing today now. Bisping said that Dubois ruined AJ's plan of facing the winner of Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk.
Dubois got rocked, right hand from AJ. No way, this would be an amazing comeback. Trading now. Oh! Joshua goes down again. A right hook from Dubois. He ain't getting up from this one. And it is over. Wow. Daniel Dubois just went out there, dominated from start to finish, beating pillar to post. Even Conor McGregor's there with his hands in there, in like the confused madness of it all. Daniel Dubois has just arrived. He's one of the biggest names now in international heavyweight boxing. AJ, if he'd have won this, would have been going up against the winner of Fury versus Usyk in December. It's just around the corner.
Dubious promoter Frank Warren was amazed by the fight. Warren predicted that whoever came in aggressive would win the fight, which ultimately happened. Warren said, "It was a phenomenal fight, like Hagler v. Hearns. A brilliant fight, and everybody has seen a champion's performance tonight. Daniel has shown his courage, his skills. AJ caught him with a shot towards the end and I was worried, but what a fabulous, fantastic fight." Warren went on to praise Dubious's performance as he said, "He just boxed extremely well, and his head movement was great. He did get caught as well, which in some ways I don't want to see, but it shows he's got grit. He gritted his teeth and he came back and done what he had to do." Ryan Garcia thinks Joshua should retire from boxing. He said, "Joshua had a great career, but retirement is the best move. You were a great warrior and you did a lot and made a lot of money. Can't forget to give Daniel his flowers. Great upset and great performance." Dillian White thought that Joshua was concentrating on positioning himself for the huge right hand by jabbing at the head and body, but this tactic wasn't carried out well, especially in the early going. White said that Joshua was thinking too much instead of acting aggressively and punching. White said, "AJ seemed to be off. I could see he's trying to jab to the head and jab to the body to look for the big right hand, but you can't just go out and try and do it in the first round." White also brought up the fact that despite his aggression, Dubois was still making blunders. However, Joshua didn't fling his hands sufficiently to take advantage of those chances, and his hesitation and overanalyzing allowed Dubois to take control. White further added, "And Dubois was making his own mistakes. He was aggressive, but AJ was spending too much time thinking and letting him throw his hands." hands. With immense joy, Daniel Dubois' father discussed his son's accomplishment and expressed how much he believed in Daniel's potential to succeed despite the doubts of many. He was optimistic that Daniel would win the fight, even though it was expected that Daniel would lose by knockout. Those same naysayers were hushed and swiftly fled the arena following his son's outstanding performance.
Daniel in the Lions Den. That's why we came out with Daniel in the Lions Den. I'm a great believer. I'm a great believer. I've got a lot of faith. And I knew tonight was Daniel's night.
He was so
because
dominant.
Everyone was saying he was going to get knocked out. And now they all got quiet and left the venue in 10 seconds.
Joe Joyce also responded to Daniel Dubois' win, expressing his surprise at the result. He agreed that Dubois delivered strong blows throughout the bout, putting Anthony Joshua under pressure several times. Joyce commended the battle's general vigor and expressed admiration for Dubois' ability to seize control of the fight with those decisive strikes. Joyce said, "I'm lost for words, but there's some heavy leverage there, and what a win for Daniel. He hit him with some big shots and had him in trouble quite a few times there. Yeah, great fight." Despite getting dominated by Dubois and many questioning if AJ would retire now, Joshua insisted he will be back, however, and has explained that defeats are possibly when you take risks. He said, "We took a shot at success and we came up short, unfortunately. We rolled the dice, man, for the third time. 13 world title fights. Not everyone has been successful, but everyone has been fun and entertaining. We're trying to create history for British boxing, and I think we're doing that. And you're probably asking, do I want to continue fighting? Of course I want to continue fighting." When asked specifically about his opening round, Joshua said, "Overhand right, chin in the air, no defense, kaboom. It was a bit of a downhill slope from there. Tried to change the tide, but it just weren't my night tonight, Steve." Despite it being the round in which he got knocked out, the fifth outing of the fight saw the most success Joshua found all fight. When prompted about this, AJ said, "Yeah, and then I caught him with a good shot, I think. And then I tried to go for it, and then I got caught with an overhand right when I was throwing the uppercut. Thing is, I wasn't setting shots up. In a shootout like that, you really gotta be a bit more sniper-esque. But when you've been hit a few times, it's survival. I'm in survival mode. I just want to get him out of there. We had a shootout, and he hit me." When asked if he's finished fighting, the Watford-born heavyweight said, Nah, we're gladiators. We had a bad night at the office. Listen, the people want to see me fight, I'll fight." On the other hand, Daniel Dubois was grateful for his victory. He stated, "Thank you very much, it's been a long journey. I'm grateful to be in this position. I'm a gladiator, I'm just a warrior to the bitter end. I'm just ready to go. I want to go to the top level of this game and reach my potential. God bless you all. Just behind the scenes, the work with my dad, all my family, and my strong team. They've helped me get through this. I've just been on a roller coaster ride, and this is my time. It's my redemption story. I'm not going to stop until I reach my potential." Dubois said that it felt great to prove everyone wrong. Dubois expressed that this fight felt like a dream for him, and it's just the start of his journey.
Yeah, 4 fights. It was just a growing process for me, a growing journey. To me, tonight it felt almost like a dream tonight in the ring, and I just had to seize the moment. So, I thank my dad, I thank my, God and my whole family for being around me and just keeping me grounded and, giving me this opportunity, and I took it with both hands tonight.
So what were your reactions to this fight? Who were you rooting for? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.